favorite movies of all time. Speaking of Arnold Schwarzenegger's Conan the Barbarian.
Okay, I haven't seen that one yet.
1982. Oh, but it's the best.
I still have to watch it.
Oh.
I've seen his poses and stuff. I mean, it looks pretty epic.
Yeah, so good. Well, me and my brother were huge Conan fans when we were kids. This is back in the era when kids could watch sword movies and guys get their heads chopped off, and people weren't like, "Oh, I gotta cancel that." Different time for sure. This is the early '80s, but we're huge Conan fans. So about 12 years ago, one of these movie companies decided they're going to relaunch Conan.
Oh no!
And so they got Jason Momoa. Okay. And this was before this. He'd been in Baywatch, I think, but he hadn't really done any big roles. Game of Thrones hadn't even come out yet, I don't think. Mm-hmm. So it was like he's kind of a new face. And he was like super excited about it, and they had plans for all these sequels and everything. And me and my brother went on opening day, and we were just so excited. And the movie was horrible, just absolutely horrible. It was such a letdown.
I don't know why. This was years ago. I was just bored. I was like, you know what? I think it was like one of those $5 bin movie cards over at Walmart.
Uh-huh.
I saw the remake of Total Recall.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, I'll just give it a shot. It's only $5. I'll buy it. You know.
Yeah.
The movie was terrible.
Yeah, it wasn't that good.
I'm like, I almost felt dumb. I was like, why did I buy this?
Yeah.
The entire time I'm watching this, I'm like, this is a remake of one of Arnold's movies.
Yeah.
I'm like, what am I doing? I'm sitting there, I'm like, what am I doing with my life?
Weren't they like tunneling through a planet so you could get from one side to the other through an elevator?
It was Mars.
Or something? Mars.
Yeah, they were on Mars.
Yeah.
But this one, they remade it. It just like it wasn't even the same. It was like it was more of like a dystopian future on Earth or something.
Yeah.
And they had like this elevator that went to the core of the Earth. It was a completely different. Yeah. It was a completely different movie.
Yeah.
With the same name.
Yeah, why do you call it Total Recall?
Yeah.
Call
like,
it
what
something
the
else.
Fuck? And the movie wasn't even good.
Yeah, I forget who was in that.
What makes me even more disgusted with myself is I watched the whole movie.
Well, you paid $5. You might as well get your value out of it.
I'm like, fuck. I wanted to shut that movie off so many times. Just watch the original. It's just not worth it. Do you know any horrible remake movies?
Well,
that you tried to watch and you're just like, wow, this is terrible.
Yeah, that Conan the Barbarian. They even called it Conan the Barbarian.
Oh man,
like you come up with a different title. Conan the Barbarian. That is Arnold Schwarzenegger. Like call it Conan. Because
the problem is when the
Slaughter.
when the next generation comes up and you go watch Conan the Barbarian, they might pick the wrong movie.
Pick the wrong one.
And then they're like, this movie sucks.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean? Like, and then they show you, like, no.
Yep. Yeah, that one really sticks out in my head. But let's see. Well, typically, I don't really watch the ones that get remade.
Yeah, me neither. I think Total Recall was probably my only one I watched.
Yeah, and I did see that one, too, and I was not impressed with that. Well, I have seen a handful of these Predator movies, but they're not remaking.
They're more like sequels.
It's just kind of like you got the alien, and it's just another setting, or aliens running amok.
I don't mind that.
Yeah, I don't mind that either.
It's just when they try to remake it, and I think the problem with Total Recall was it just you can't go from Arnold to a guy like me.
Yeah, wasn't it like Zac Efron?
Yeah,
it was
something? It was literally like a guy like me.
Yeah,
just like this, just average built dude.
Yeah,
like you can't do that. No. You know, you gotta have another big buff dude at least, or something. I don't know. It just
something.
Get the guy on steroids, ruin his body. I don't know.
Yeah, at least put a chick in there with 3 boobs.
Yeah.
Can we at least get that?
They didn't even have that.
Or the thing coming out of the guy's nose, like all these iconic scenes just gone.
I know. I don't understand that. I don't get it.
Yeah.
I think with some of those remakes, like you said, it would have been more entertaining if they had some of those iconic scenes again.
Yeah.
But just with a different twist or a different look to it.
Yeah.
You know, all you had to do is just do the same thing, but just maybe make it look a little different.
Yeah,
or,
some little callback to the original.
Yeah.
To at least acknowledge the fact that,
Yeah.
you do realize this movie was made before.
Yeah, I don't get it.
You know, there was a good one that it's a number of years ago now, and I can't remember. It was the guys who did. Why am I going blank here? The Big Lebowski, the Coen brothers. They redid True Grit, this old John Wayne movie.
Oh, I haven't seen that one. I heard it was good though.
Oh, it was awesome, and they were faithful to the original.
Oh, okay.
And like shot for shot. The dialogue is the same, shots are the same.
See, that's
just,
cool. I like that. I mean,
it's just a slightly different take because different actors are given different performances, and it's definitely been modernized, which makes it a little more palatable for the modern audience.
That's what I imagine a remake, where it's like the same movie.
Yeah.
But it's okay to make a little bit of tweaks here, like a little bit of a twist, maybe a little bit of tweaking in there, but it's still the same.
Yeah.
You know? I just, like, the Total Recall movie, it was a completely different movie.
Why do you call it Total Recall?
Yeah, why did you even call it that?
Yeah.
You should have called it, like, Recall the Total.
The Mars Tunnel.
Recall this movie.
Yeah, Recall this movie. Better title.
I just don't get... Or it's like when they try to make video games into movies.
Oh, yeah.
Like, did you ever see the Mario Bros. Movie?
Like
From
the old one?
Yeah, from like the 90s.
No, I never
Dude,
did.
it had nothing to do with Mario.
Yeah.
It was like, what the fuck? Like, Bowser was like a white guy who had like spiky hair. You're like, this isn't Bowser.
Well, hey, newsflash for you. So as I was watching the Black Adam movie, there was a preview for another Mario Brothers
Well, that
movie.
one at least looks like Mario.
Yeah, it does look like Mario, yeah.
But this one had nothing. Everyone's just like, what the fuck? Like, just because the main characters have overalls on with the red shirt doesn't make it Mario.
Yeah.
You know?
Where's the mushrooms this guy has to jump on?
The mushrooms are, I think they're called Goombas or something like that.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Well, the mushrooms were just like these big guys with shrunken heads. Like, that's not a mushroom.
Jeez.
Like, what is going on with this movie? It just was... It was ridiculous.
Yeah. That was the 80s. Or early 90s? Something.
Yeah, early 90s. But it's... I don't know. It's kind of... I'm sure that movie kind of has like a cult classic now just because it's the early 90s. And it's just one of those just so out there wacky movies. It has nothing to do with Mario. It's just... I can imagine it's probably fun to watch when you're drunk.
Yeah.
When you're older now. You know? Kind of reminisce of the times you're like, this fucking movie.
Yeah.
You know? But... Yeah, just I don't like remakes. Video games. Another video game movie that didn't do well was Doom. That had The Rock in it.
That did, yeah. I never saw that one.
Another terrible movie. And I have it.
Dude, I was just thinking about video
God.
game movies. You know what one was super disappointing to me recently, maybe about a year ago? Someone decided to make a Mortal Kombat movie again. And I remember seeing the previews, and I was like, oh, they did it right. This looks really, really good. So, again, I was all excited, called my brother and my neighbor, and I was like, let's go watch Mortal Kombat opening day. So we did. Wasn't he? Dude, there was not... Mortal Kombat is this fighting game where these people are fighting in a tournament. And, like, you work your way through the tournament. That never even happened in the movie. They never even got there.
Were they like building up to it or something?
Yeah, I guess maybe saving it for the sequel, but the sequel will never come because that movie was shit and it didn't make enough money to get a sequel.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, just it's one disappointment after another. Like someone needs to come up with a really good I'll go back to this one. The Batman movie that just came out last year with the Twilight guy was really, really good, but it was such a novel take on the whole thing. Mm-hmm. It's not connected to any other superhero, so it's not part of some ridiculous universe. It's just this guy, and he's getting beat up like Batman. He's got his jaws all swollen at one point, so he's actually taking some punishment. and he doesn't have much social skills, but he's got all this money. And it's just a movie about organized crime. It's like a mafia movie. It's almost like watching The Godfather.
Okay.
But the guy who's trying to infiltrate just happens to have a costume that he throws on every now and then.
Oh, shit.
But it's really, really good. Like, no one's got superpowers. It's just a mafia. It's a mafia movie.